we got our fermenter in today. It's Wednesday. Supposed to have been here Monday, but we know how that goes too, don't we? We know how that goes. But what I want to do is load this up. And this is a 6-liter fermenter, black garlic fermenter. I've read some of the paperwork on it, not all of it, but some of it. And it seemed to be, making some pretty good claims on what this little machine will do. Again, to me, it looks about like a rice cooker. But now the controls can be completely different. Anyway, it comes with a little basket, and that basket's what your garlic goes in. And of course it comes with a little insert. This insert to me looks like a piece of aluminum coated with some kind of coating. I'm not here to do a review on this. Just like I say, I ordered this to make black garlic, and the first thing we're going to try to do is get this little basket loaded, which I'm wondering if it will if it'll hold this garlic. Just wondering if it'll hold the garlic or not. Oh, it's just like everything else. We're fixing to try it. We'll know when we get done. I'm going to assume that will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 or 7. Might hold a dozen or 14, I don't know. It's according to what size you put in it. I'm going to go through this, and hopefully I brung the best garlic out here to do this with. That's some pretty good sized cloves, I'll tell you it is. And this is, I think this has got a lot of the solid ones in it. Let's try this one. And you're gonna have to trim that off, that top off. That's the only bad thing I don't like about it. I don't want to cut that garlic, but I want to get that top trimmed off of there. And we'll see if it, I don't know if it'll go in there or not. It might. It ain't gonna go in there. It'll go in the top maybe. But anyway, we'll do what we can do. Let's put it that way. We'll do what we can do. Again, I might be better off. I don't want to, but I might be better off to take cloves and put the cloves in there. But anyway, we're gonna do our best to fill this up. Now this is bragging on a quick cooker. Let's see. Now some of them, like this one, that's solid. We don't want to use that. We don't want to use that. And I may have most of these in here. It may be solid. I doubt it though. I doubt it. Now these smaller ones, when you get them smaller ones up, we need to put them in the bottom. We'll put them in the bottom. Mm-hmm. I can tell you right now, of course, if this does it, if this makes it fairly quick, then it'll be all right. But I can tell you right now, I'm not too fond of how this is functioning. I just ain't too fond of it. This is this elephant garlic's too big for this thing. But I'll put it in there anyway, best I can. We'll put her in there best we can. I'm just thinking that I might be better off. Still, I don't have to have that hole. It don't impress me a bit. I wouldn't care much just take it apart. But I'm gonna try it this way first. I'll try it this way first. Just like I started to say, I wouldn't care much to take that take them cloves apart. I wouldn't care much to. We'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get her. We will. Now that clove to me looks bad. Let's take it apart. See, that clove has got a little problem. This garlic is so big, I'm telling you. I'm not just talking. I'm saying this garlic is so big that I don't know. I just don't know. See, that won't go in there. This is for that little bitty garlic. Little baby garlic. We're not going to be able to. I can leave that in there. But I'm thinking that this is going to have to come apart. I'm thinking she's going to have to come apart, people. And I would almost bet, of course it don't matter, you know, don't seem like it mattered to me whether it's apart or not, but I was wanting to do this with whole heads, but or whole heads, yeah. But it don't look like I'm gonna be able to. Well, look here, what a clove. That clove's bigger than most heads of garlic. Literally, it is. But the thing of it is, garlic's garlic, ain't it? I mean, this garlic's garlic, so. That's just ridiculous. And I've got a settings on this for, they call it solo garlic. And I'm going to think to myself, I'm thinking that this right here would fit the criteria for solo garlic. Really, I would. It's like that. See, that's solo garlic if there ever was any. Got a little bad spot in it right there. I'm not putting that in there. My goodness. My goodness. I'm thinking this is made for little garlic. This is made for baby garlic. I'm trying, people. I'm a-trying. Would that go in there? No. I don't know how this is going to work out. Got any heads in there? That's a head. We're trying to load it. This is ridiculous, to tell you the truth. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to do something. So this hang tight a minute. Okay, I went in there and got another bag, because this bag here's got a lot of those solid ones in it that didn't split. And that's fine, but I would rather use the whole heads, the whole cloves. So let's see if we can dig some out that will fit. Smaller ones. Little small short ones, if they are any. And even when you get the looking in there, there's going to be some bad ones. You know, bad cloves. We'll try to get them in there if we can. Now, I don't like this way of doing things right here at all. Trying to force something in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, that's a good problem to have. Garlic, look at there, what a clove, 1 clove. Now, I know that that's designed for whole things, but now I'm sitting here right now and I've come to a decision. What I'm going to do is I'm taking these out. I'm going to take these out of here, every one of them. And I'm going to do a little something, maybe right, may not be right. But there's one thing about it. I'm not going to go through the finagling and hassle of trying to get something in a, that's like trying to stick a square post in a round hole here. Now, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to do something that this probably is not designed for. You want to watch what I do. I'm going to take the biggest ones and I'm going to drop them in this bottom here. And I'm not going to try to line them up in there or none of that good stuff. I'm going to put them in there. I'm just going to put them in there. And as I put them in there, I'm going to shake them in there. Hopefully that they'll get situated. We want this full. We're going to make black garlic. We're not making garlic that's pretty. I mean, you know, I hope it is, but that's not what I'm doing here. I've got this to make garlic. I got this to make garlic. And the more garlic I can get in there at one time, I think the better off I'll be. Now see, all that garlic, every bit of it's in that one side there. That's just a no-brainer for me. Just kind of a no-brainer. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now this may not work out, but there's one thing about it. We're experimenting anyway, ain't we? We're gonna make garlic that's made of cloves, and we're gonna call it, I know it's not. Now before someone says that ain't solo garlic, that's solo to me. It's 1 clove, solo. There's some garlic actually grows like this one. One round, like an onion head. Evidently there's some solo garlic that they dubbed it solo. One thing about doing what I'm doing, taking this apart, you'll run across some pieces like that. See, that ain't going in there. We ain't putting that in there. And at least you can kind of inspect your garlic and cloves on the inside when you take this apart. I mean, I would be belly aching, I guess. Have you ever heard anybody belly aching because their garlic was too big? Not me, my friend. And I can tell you right now, by doing it, now I'm talking about on the elephant garlic. By doing what I'm doing right here, I'll be able to get a lot more cloves in there. Now see this one right here? You don't want that in there. Let's see. Let me look. You inspect that clove. Yeah, that clove be all right. And that one where I tore that opened the side of that up right here. Now that's all right. It's fine. It's so close. Well, I started to say it's close to 1st October, but it's actually the 2nd. Actually the 2nd. And I'm just selecting the big ones and the little ones. We want them all in there. Now, when I get this peeled right here, we'll start on that top. But then that top is more space in that top than there are the bottom. Now see, I pulled that and exposed that. I'm gonna leave it in there, just see what an exposed one will do. I don't know, I don't think that it would hurt it too bad. The only thing it would do, cause it to lose more moisture than it should. But be careful when you're taking the paper off. Just take that outer skin off, because you don't want to fracture your garlic there. There's one that looks like a solid head. Solid. Let's leave it in there. See how it does. This is not at all what I was planning on doing. Now I've got some garlic that'll fit in there, the music garlic, and I could go ahead and put that in there where it would set in there real pretty and look pretty and stuff like that, you know, whole little pretty heads. I'm putting them in the garden. Maybe next year we'll do that, but those cloves right now are more valuable to me than making black garlic, especially when I've got this elephant garlic I can use. We want to get a good start of it before we start smoking it. Let's see what we got here now. Let's take this basket and we'll start dropping them in there. Drop them in there, boy. Get in there, boy. And shake it a little. That there's trying to come out. It didn't try. It did. That's all right. We'll put it over here. That top is a little more open there, yeah. Need to put the big ones in. They'll all go through there. Let's shut that up. We'll shut that up. We'll just start feeding her through the top like some sense there. Get in there, boy. I don't know if this is the right thing to do or not, people. I do know one thing. It's exactly what I'm a-doing. And I started to say a while ago, if I didn't, we got to talking about solo garlic. I'm going to set this, instead of individual, like clove garlic, I'm going to set this on the solo garlic setting, the bigger solid thing, because these are big and solid. And that might actually make a difference. It might actually make a difference. Got pieces already broke apart. You use them. That's too big. Too big, boy. It'll go in there though. Yes, sir, it will. What are you talking about? I don't know. What are you? Okay. Now that looks all right. That looks like at least 5 or 6 pounds. I want some more in there if I can get them. Give me some more. Give me more in there. If I can get them in there, I don't know if I can. There ain't no way that'll go in there. That, Lord have mercy. These will. I'll get this one apart. Where'd you go? There you are. These are small. Little smaller. When you got elephant garlic, you call it small. That don't mean that they're little. Just means they're smaller than some of the others. Now again, this, you know, I don't know. This is new for me too here. Brand new to me. I've never done this before with these. But all I know is I want it full. If I can get it full, fill her full. Fill her full there, boy. Look at that. Look at there, boy. Watch me shake them plumb out on the ground. Now, I understand. Oh, it needs airflow. Well, he can get airflow if he wants to. Now, I do like that idea in the middle, huh? But it don't matter, really, not like this. But that's got airflow, got plenty of airflow. That's all I'm gonna put in there. That'll be all I put in there, right there. Now, I've still got that rice cooker over there. And the garlic in it's getting close. The 14-day wasn't there. But now it's a lot closer than it was. Now, and this is the second, so let's see, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. So 14, 15, 16, 17, this is 18 days. It's been in there 18 days, but now I'm taking this one or partial, a clove, a big clove, or a head out every day and eating it. That's why I'm making it to eat. I've been taking some out, so I'm just gonna let it go. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set this one up today. And here's how you do it. Here's how they told me to do it here, what I've read. You open this up, and you take this, and you set it down in there. It's like that. And then you shut that lid, push her shut. Then you take this cord right here, naturally, and you plug it in the back. And you plug it in the back, and it says, push it in firm. So it's in there. Now there it is. Now that's ready to plug up. Nothing doing, but now I've got to set it. I'll set it, I'll go with these right here, and I'm gonna set this on 9 days. And I'm gonna set it on the solo garlics 9 days. Let me tell you something here, what this says. I'll tell you on the solo garlic first, and then we'll go into the heads or the clove garlic, which no doubt's the smaller ones. Now, on this setting on this, if you set that on solo and set it on 9 days, the temperature will go to 76 degrees on this. Now, I'm reading what it says. I don't know what it'll do. And then the clove garlic, I know this is not solo garlic, but I'll give you an example. This one is a solid piece of garlic. And this one is a head that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cloves in it. Single, that's what they're calling solo. Probably not that big, probably smaller. But anyway, as long as you understand what that is, if you're interested. And so what we got here is if you set this setting on solo for 9 days now, it will be 76 degrees Celsius. If you set this garlic on the garlic setting, which is the cloves, it will be 75 degrees Celsius. Now, they're both of them for 9 days. But if you go and, let's see, if you was to set this on the solo setting, and you set it on 6, 7, or 8 days, the default temperature would be 77 Celsius. And the temperature range on this is from 75 to 79. Wait a minute. The temperature range at 77 Celsius, I guess is what it's saying, is ranging from 75 to 79. If you set this on 9 or 10 days, the default temperature is 76 degrees Celsius, and that range will be 74 to 78. And if the time is set to 11 or 12 days, the default temperature is 75 Celsius, and that'll range from 73 to 77, is what this is saying. So I'm going to set this on, that's pretty good size, but this is supposed to be calculated in 1 degree Celsius. That ain't much, is it? But it's supposed to be calculated for all that stuff. I mean, all the different times. I'm going to set this at 9 days, and then we'll check it on 7 days, see how it's coming along. And then when that gets done, that's when I don't even really know. I said that I'd do a side-by-side test. We're running a test right now on the rice cooker. I might do like I said and put the garlic in there and just put one layer around it. But I've checked it. I showed you the other day what it's ranging from 160 degrees to at the bottom, and that's on a trivet up under the garlic is 160 degrees. And then on top was 141. That much difference, 19 degree difference. Anyway, I'll tie this back up and we'll go get this plugged up and get it on its way. And we'll see how it operates. Yes, sir, we will. We'll see how it operates there, boy. When this gets done, I'll show you the results in this, and right off the bat we'll be able to tell which one's functioning better. But the next time that I set this up, and that will be, like I said, we'll check this in about 7 days, and I'm going to set it for 9 days. And in the back of my mind, I should probably set it to go 10 days. But when I shut that, I ain't opening it for 7 days. It's gonna stay shut for 7 days. And then we'll check it. And then when this runs through its cycle, which will be 9 days, 10 days, however long it takes, I have no idea. I'm looking for this one to be better, to do better than that one over there, the rice cooker. Let's get this stuff put up, and I'll go ahead and get this plugged up, and we will see you again on this update on this black garlic fermenter in 7 days. We'll check it at 7 days. Hopefully I'll check it in 7 days. If nothing happens, and if worst case scenario, it'll go the full 9 or 10 days. 9 days is what I'm gonna set it at. 7, 8, 9, ain't no really need. They ain't a bit of use in checking that on the 7th day. When I set that, when I open it, you'll see, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. We'll get her started anyway and get this garlic back in the house. All right, let's get it going.